Welcome to the Angus Report, the week's top Angus stories broadcast on the web by the American Angus Association. I'm Bob Cervera. Our top story for the week: farmers and ranchers throughout the country are expressing growing concern about estate taxes and their fate on Capitol Hill. The 2010 estate tax repeal that began January 1st is set to expire at the end of the year. Estate taxes will then revert to 55% after the first $1 million of the estate's value, unless Congress acts soon.
All of this is totally up in the air right now. It seems as though they've had hearings, they've had proposals, but nothing has ever really made it far enough to say that this is probably what's going to occur. Now, if I was a rancher, how would I react to what's happening out there? I would probably find some qualified planner, estate planner, who can write wills and trusts and other documents. And generally, we use formulas, so it really doesn't matter if the federal government picks out $2 billion or $3 million or $5 million. It's how much do we want to leave, how much can we leave tax-free, and then, what may the taxes be. However, given the value of some of our farms and ranches, particularly ranches, and the low earnings of the ranch, it is very difficult to come up with adequate cash from the earnings of the ranch over the next 10 years to pay the estate tax.
The National Junior Angus Association Board of Directors met September 17th and 18th at American Angus Association headquarters in St. Joseph, Missouri. Since 1980, Junior Angus board members have worked to develop programs and events to serve junior members and the Angus breed. The organization also helps develop the leadership potential of its members.
Well, in the next couple days, first we're going to introduce our new six to the junior board with a little bit of an office orientation and get to know the association. And then our weekend will be filled with setting goals and objectives for the next year. One of our biggest decisions will be picking the lead 2011 location, dates, theme, etc. So that's really exciting for us. As well, based on feedback from the summer, we'll be changing some rules around for some different contests at the National Junior Angus Show, and just going over everything that happened over the summer to make sure we can revise it to make it run even more smoothly. Finally, we're working on our directions newsletter that will be coming out in November, and setting foundation goals and looking forward to the foundation female sale at the National Western Stock Show in January.
Visit www.angus.org for more information about the National Junior Angus Association. And finally this week, beef demand rebounded this year, led by surprising strength in middle meats. The Certified Angus beef brand focused on valuable cuts like loin and rib in the 2010 Middle Meat Smackdown, a contest that incentivized food service sales and drove value back to Angus ranches. After 6 months, participants had increased sales by 12%, almost 1.85 million more pounds of CAB steaks.
Strictly from a bottom line impact to the packers and to cattlemen, the premiums are in the middle meats, and that's where a lot of the value of an animal is realized. And so to create demand for ground beef and the chuck and round cuts is great, but when you create a demand for strips or ribeyes or tenderloins, it's almost a 5-to-1 multiplier. And so in many ways, that 2 million pounds really relates to almost a 10 million pound end meat promotion, and so from that standpoint, significant.
Well, that's all for this Angus Report. Join us next week when we provide the American Angus Association's latest news and information. Until then, visit our website, Facebook, or Twitter pages for articles, videos, and more information. Thanks for joining us.
All cows are not created equal. The Angus cow is the basis of the beef business, the foundation of efficiency and quality. She's a cost reducer, a quality enhancer, and a generator of value. She's built by decades of performance and backed by the industry's most comprehensive genetic improvement program. So if you're wanting to improve your bottom line, look no further than Angus. The Angus cow. She has no equal.